Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is B Trey back at it with another quick video for y'all. And in this video, I'm going to be showing y'all the easiest way to bid on a commercial cleaning contract. Again, the easiest way to bid on a commercial cleaning contract. And it doesn't get any easier than this. So before I start, I did do a video not too long ago on a couple of different methods that you can use to bid on a commercial cleaning contract, commercial cleaning building to get the contract. So I will leave a link down in the description or in the comments so you can check out that video. So this way is really easy, and you also can try it totally for free. I will leave the link down in the comment section if you are interested in trying this. And what it is, it's a bidding calculator. As you can see right here, it is a bidding calculator. So the program that we use for our cleaning business is through the Clean Biz Network, and they have a lot of different options and a lot of different things that you can utilize for your cleaning business. This is the main thing that we use, and they also have something called the bidding calculator. So as you can see with the bidding calculator, this calculator will calculate how much you should put on your proposal when you send in your proposal to the prospect. So when you go into your walkthrough, right, and they either called you or emailed you, and you're going in, and they're walking you around their office, you want to take a lot of notes. And like I said, I did a video on what you should do already. So you'll be taking a lot of notes because you want to help them, right? You want to help them, and you want to make sure that you understand what they need clean. So, of course, you want to help them, but you also want to make sure that you are pricing right as well, because you don't want to underbid. You don't want to overbid either. So you want to try your best to make sure you get all the notes, most notes that you can. So when you go back home or to your office, you can see, okay, we should put this price. We should put that price, right? Then you can email them and they'll see that price, and hopefully, God willing, they will accept that price. Okay. So again, so it's called the bidding calculator by the Clean Biz Network. And we're going to be doing this one, which is a commercial calculator, right? So if you're bidding on like an office building, even like a medical building, something like that, use a commercial calculator. They also have other calculators if you do residential. So if you do homes, they have a special bid calculator. That's if you're doing like deep cleaning, floor cleaning, things like that. Then also you can ask AI as well, right? Through the Clean Biz Network. So we're going to be focus on the commercial calculator, and the only thing you have to do is fill out some information that you have when you did your walkthrough. All right. So what we're going to be looking at, this 3,000 square feet building that I created right here. This is a 3,000 square feet building. And as you can see with this 3,000 square feet building, you have break room, exam rooms, some cubicles, carpet, bathrooms, things like that. So let's say you went on a walkthrough, you got a call or email, and then, they said, hi, we're interested in, getting a quote from you guys. Wanted to see if y'all be able to come out and take a look and give us a quote. You come out there, you come 10 minutes early, you're dressing professional, you're smiling, and shake their hand, and you're listening, you're taking notes. You either have your iPad or a notepad with a pen, but make sure you're professional, right? So now they're walking you through, right? This is the main entrance right here. This is the main entrance. All right, let's see if I can, there we go. So this is the main entrance right here. And they're gonna, like I said, walk you through. So they're gonna probably take you to this office and say, "Hey, I want you guys to do the trash in here every day. This is gonna be 5 days a week, right?" So that's very key. You want to see, you want to know how many days they want service. Some people only want 1 day, some want 5, some want 3, some want 7 days a week. So you have to see. Some only want once a month. So let's say they want 5 days a week, and they walking you through. They say, "Hey, we want you to do all the trash and all of this area right here, and we also want you to vacuum as well." Then they take you to the bathrooms. So the bathrooms right here is this is important as well. So on the bidding calculator page, so on this page here, it's going to ask you about the bathrooms as well. And it's something called TUMS, TUMS, toilets, urinals, mirrors, sinks, right? So when you walk in that bathroom, you want to note how many toilets, how many sinks, how many mirrors, how many urinals are in the bathrooms, right? So when we are looking at this bathroom here, we have a toilet, we have a sink, and let's say right here there's a mirror right here. Okay, so right here we'll have 1, 2, then a mirror, so that'll be 3. So 3 tums, and you'll see why this is important. So you go into this bathroom, it's the same exact thing, right? So they're walking you through. You have the break room right here. They want you, to clean the break room. They don't want you to do inside the fridge or the microwave, anything like that. They also want you to mop the floor. You see that? They want you to mop the floor as well. We have some more exam rooms. You're not making the bed or anything. You're just getting the trash and vacuuming. Then also too, they probably want you to dust once a week. All right. So just like a standard cleaning, right? Let's see here. Let me just move myself a little bit right here. All right. So now, as you can see, you have a conference room. They want you to wipe the desk, vacuum. There's maybe a trash in there. And that's it. And they want 5 days a week. So, you want to take as much notes as possible. All right. So that is our 3,000 square feet office building. So now, once we go into the bidding calculator by the Clean Biz Network, you just have to put in information that you have put on when you were doing your walkthrough. So the account is the location or the building, right? So right here it gives you all the information. Here you can enter the account name, address, phone number, etc. So if you have that, put that. So let's say that building was called, I don't know, let's say ALO, I'm just making this up, ALO Dental. All right. And the address is 123 Beth Street. All right. Then you can put the city and the state zip code. We'll have a phone number of 702-444-5445. All right. And you can put any other additional details on here. Once we fill this out, you'll put your email and you'll get an email of everything that you just put it in to this section right here, to all of this section right here, this whole page. All right. So now if you know the person you met, you can put their name in this as well. So you can do, whatever, any other additional details that you think it's important, you can put in here. All right. So now it's going to ask you the carpeted area, and it's going to ask you for the square footage. So when you go on your walkthrough, right? You go on your walkthrough, you can ask them for the square footage. So what is square footage, right? So square footage is just the size, like a size. All right. So this is a 3,000 square feet office building right here. As you can see, 3,000 square feet office building right here. And it tells you wood floor is 1,000, carpet is 2,000. All right. So like I said, I don't want to confuse you too much if you're just starting off, but you can ask for the square footage, or like I said, check out the video I recently did. You can also, what we do at our company, we try to figure out how long will it take us to clean this building right here. When we go in, we do our notes. We also take measurements as well. Like I said, check out the video. We also do measurements as well. And we want to figure out, with all the notes we have, once we get back to our office, we want to figure out how long will it take one cleaner to clean this building. Okay. That's how we do it. All right. But if you have the square footage, that is really good as well. But you have to make sure that the square footage is something called cleanable square footage, right? So as you can see right here, I'll give you a quick example, then we'll go back to the bidding calculator. So if you ask them, hey, do you know the square footage by any chance? And they give you a square footage, right? You want to make sure they don't have like a big warehouse, right? Because if they have a big warehouse or another section that you will not be cleaning, well, the square footage that they gave you is off, right? Because they just gave you the square footage of that whole building, but you're not cleaning the warehouse. They don't want you to clean that. You're not cleaning, let's say, the garage or another part of the building. You're only cleaning that office part, right? So that's why you got to make sure it's the cleanable square footage, right? Or you can take your own measurements with a will. You can use a will. You can find that on Amazon, or you can use a laser. All right, and you can get your own square footage so you can know how big the office is, right? So that's what we do, but we mainly do how long we think it will take us to clean the building. All right. So you can use both methods, use a will or a laser, so you can see how long it'll take you. And also with all your notes that you took when you get to your office, figure out how long it will take us to clean this building. You can use both. All right, so now let's go back to the bidding calculator. So carpeted area. So let's say that you did use like a will, a laser, and you know how big it is, right? You know how big that the office is. You can put it down. You can. So according to that picture we are just looking at, the wood floor is 1,000. The carpet is 2,000, right? So the carpet is 2,000. So we'll put 2,000 square feet. Okay. So right here it just says enter your PR for the carpeted area. This is mainly, it's like a production rate. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into it, especially if you're new or you're just starting off. This pretty much is just saying how long will you think it will take one person to clean the carpet. That's pretty much what it's saying. So as you can see right here, it just says enter the amount of square foot per man hour that you think can be cleaned for this area. So if I was you, just to be on the safe side, just keep it at this, right? And it gives you some suggestion as well. See, it says 2,500 is our suggestion, things like that. So let's go by their suggestion and let's put 25. All right, so 2,500. Right. So like I said, this is it's simple. All right. You have your measurements, right? And you know how big the office is. Even if you don't, I'm going to show you another way that the bidding calculator, that option that you can use if you don't know how big that building is. All right. All right. So now, we have our carpeted area, because it was 2,000 square feet on that picture, right? Or if you went to your walkthrough, You did your measurements. Okay, the carpet is about 2,000 square feet. All right, and we're going to enter their suggestion on the bidding calculator, which is 2,500 as our suggestion. Okay, so now it says this is the time estimated to clean the carpeted area. So right here, so this is in decimals, 0.80. So what's that? So half hour is 0.5. So pretty much just saying, what's that? 50, 30, I want to say about 45 minutes, something like that. Not sure if I got that totally right. So it's pretty much saying it'll take about 45 minutes to clean the carpeted area. Actually more than that, because about 45 minutes. So let's actually look that up just to be on the safe side. In time. Oh, so 48 minutes, right? So pretty close. So it'll take 48 minutes to clean the carpeted area. So as you can see right here, we have, this is all carpet right here. See that? That's all carpet. So this is all carpet. And it says it'll take approximately 48 minutes to clean all of this carpet. Okay. All right. 48 minutes to clean that carpet. All right, so you don't have to do anything with this right here. The calculator is going to tell you how long it's going to take you to clean the carpet. All right, so the hard floor. So hard floor, remember I said it was 1,000 square feet. So 1,000 square feet for the hard floor. So once you put that in, let's see right here, same thing. Pretty much just keep that how it is. If it has a suggestion, you can put it. So right here it says 2,000 is normal. So we're just going to change that to 2,000. Right. This is the estimated time to clean the hard floor area. So it's recommending, or it's giving you, and it's saying, hey, it's going to take 0.50 to clean. So that is a half hour. And you don't have to go on Google, anything like that to check, unless you really want to. But it's saying it's going to take you a half hour. So like I said, I don't want to confuse you or have you think, oh man, too many numbers, anything. It's not. You just put in the numbers. That's it. You don't have to go on Google and check the numbers or nothing like that, because it's going to spit you out a number. All right. It's going to spit you out a number towards the end. All right, so now it says enter the number of tums. So when you're doing your walkthrough, remember I said the tums, that stands for toilets, urinals, mirror, sinks. So remember the bathroom, right? Let's go back to that picture here. So remember the bathroom. So we had a toilet here. That's one. We have a sink. So that's 2 total. Then let's say that was a mirror right here. That would be 3. And we also have another bathroom, same exact bathroom. So 3 there. Then we have a toilet, sink. Let's say that's a mirror. That's another 3. That equals 6, right? So that's 6. I don't see any other bathrooms. So let's put that down. So enter the number of tums, toilet, urinals, mirror, sink. So that is 6. Okay, so now it says estimated hours to clean this facility each service. So now it's going to spit you out a number. Okay, now this is saying it's going to take you 1.55 to clean that office space. All right, so now what we're going to do, this is where you can go into Google. 1.55, if you don't know, that's about an hour and 40 minutes, kind of, almost. So it's saying it's going to take an hour and 33 minutes to clean this office building right here. And we actually have, and it was our first contract, 3,000 square feet building. It takes us exactly 1 hour and a half to clean it. So this is spot on, right? Spot on. All right, so it's saying it's going to take 1 hour and 33 minutes to clean that building. Okay, so now we're not finished yet. So enter the amount you pay your workers per hour. So this is going to be different. So we are located in New York. Minimum wage is $17 an hour. You might be somewhere in Florida or uh, in the state of Pennsylvania. It's going to be different for everybody, right? So we don't pay minimum wage. So let's say minimum wage is $17 an hour. We normally try to pay $1 above that, which is $18 an hour. Then we want to also give that person a raise if they're doing good, they're coming on time, they're working hard, right? And they're doing, everything we expect them to do. We want to give them another raise within that 90 days, maybe 50 cents or maybe even another dollar. So we normally do $2 above minimum wage. Now, if you have subcontractors, it might be a different number. If you have employees like we do, that's how we do it, $2 above minimum wage. So it's totally up to you, right? You don't want to say, okay, I'm gonna pay my people $50, $100 an hour, right? Probably won't make any money, or your bid that you send that prospect, when you email them, the price is going to be way too high. So you want to make sure you're paying your workers right, above minimum wage, right? And just make sure, it's affordable, but you're paying them, correctly as well, above minimum wage, right? That's what I would recommend. So let's say $19 an hour. Okay, let's just keep it at that. So that's up to you how you want to, pay the staff. That's what I like to say better. All right. All right. So, let's see here. So we got $19 an hour, and this gives you some more information down here. So our hourly charge rate to customers. So this is, you can leave this blank. And you will only change this if you want to change your percentage for the profit. And I'll go over that in just a couple minutes. All right, so we'll just leave this blank right here. Okay, so $19 an hour for the staff or the worker. How many days will you be cleaning this facility? So remember the picture, right? We will be cleaning this, let's say 5 days a week. All right, let's say we'll be cleaning this 5 days a week. We'll put 5. All right, so you're not able to see it, but I did put a 5. All right, so we're going to put 5. Okay, can't see it, but there's a 5 in there. All right, monthly charge to this customer. So this is what we will be charging the prospect, right? Our client, if they hopefully, God willing, if they choose us. So let's go back up top, right? So we have the account information, we have their name, the building name, phone number, things like that. We have the size of the building, the carpeted area, the hard floor area, things like that. Okay. So now let's say you don't know the size. No problem. If you don't know the size of the building, you put in this information still. They're all of their information. Where it says carpeted area, you leave blank. Right? You keep leaving that blank. Leave that blank. Where it says hard floor area, you leave blank. You leave all of that blank. You skip down. Leave all of that blank. So you skip down to so where it says Tums, you also leave that blank. Okay? And you go down here. This is what we do at our company here. We also try to get the size of the building, but the main thing, estimated hours to clean this facility each service. You don't know the size. When you go to your office or you go back home, you have all of your notes. Figure out, okay, how long will it take one person to clean this building? I don't care what size it is. How long will it take one person to clean this building, right? And you put it right here, right? So if you think an hour and a half, you just put 1.5 hours. That's it. If you think the building that we just saw on a picture, you think it's going to take 2 hours, you put 2 hours. And the numbers will start changing towards the bottom here. All right. So that's how you do it if you don't know the square footage, you don't know how big it is, right? You take all the best notes that you can so you can figure out, okay, how long will it take one person to clean this building right here? Okay. So remember, we had it at what, 1.55. Let's say you don't know. Okay, I think it will take one cleaner. Okay, we're gonna go through, get all the trash. Okay, we're gonna do a quick wipe of the tables. That might take us 30 minutes. We're gonna do a quick vacuum everywhere, right? That might take another 30 minutes. We're gonna do the bathrooms. That might take 10 minutes. Then after that, we're gonna do a nice mop. Make sure everything it's nice and clean. That might take 20 minutes, right? So that's how you would do it, and you'll figure out how long it will take you. You can take pictures if they allow it. You can take pictures, things like that, and just take a lot of notes. So let's just say you say 1.5. Okay. So let's say it'll take this. You say, hey, I think it'll take one cleaner 1.5 hours. So hour and a half, 1 hour and 30 minutes to clean. All right. So then, like I said, you just enter, okay, how much you going to pay your staff. Let's keep it at 19. Hourly charge rate to customer. We won't mess with that right now. The only time you mess with that if you want to change your percentage of the profit. If you want more profit or a little less profit. All right. How many days a week? You cannot see it, but I put 5. Okay. I put 5 days a week in there. Okay. So this is your bid estimate right here. So this is what you will put on your proposal. Okay. This is what you will put on your proposal when you send it to your prospect. Now, if you are interested, I do have a totally free proposal that we use when we first started our commercial cleaning business. It's totally free to use, and also have, if you're interested, I think it's about a 8-page proposal through the Clean Biz Network. If you are interested in that as well, it's an 8-page proposal, and that's what we use currently now. And I'll leave that in the comments section right there. And as you can see, I'll just put it in. So somebody actually just called in, right? Somebody just called in. They're not able to make it, and all of that is actually through the Clean Biz Network systems. That is what we use, right? All right, so we'll take care of that a little later. So this is the calculator. This is what is saying that you should charge your prospect. This is what you should put on your bid, your proposal. Make sure it's like a professional proposal. All right. And also too, what I like to do, I like to add in a little bit here. I do like to add in a little bit. So let's say you do have W-2 workers. You want to make sure you added in like taxes and workers' comp, and also maybe a little bit of money for supplies. So you'll have to figure that out. There's a way that we figure it out, but if it's like a smaller building like that, I would recommend just putting in like an extra $200, right? So right here it says $1,008.15, right? $1,008.15. I'll just do 1,000 for now. $200. All right, $1,200. Because so if you have supplies, things like that, make sure you add in a little bit of extra money on there for that as well. Okay. All right. So now it's going to give you a bid analysis, right? So it's going to just break down things for you. Estimated monthly expenses. So every month you're going to be paying your staff, your the cleaners, $683.15. Estimated monthly net profit. So after you pay your workers, your supplies, remember we put the extra $200 in there, your supplies, taxes, things like that, you're going to be making $516.85 without cleaning. Now, if you're just starting off, I would recommend for you to clean, right? That's what I did. I cleaned in the beginning. Then once we start growing, I put people in to these locations. But you can start working from the beginning, right? So you can make money and things like that. But after a while, once you start growing and things like that, you need some help, right? You put somebody into that building, that picture we'll just viewing. After you pay them, you're gonna be making $516.85 without even touching it. Without touching it. Obviously, you'll have to inspect it maybe once a week, once a month, make sure they're doing a good job, right? So right here it says estimated gross profit margin. So you're going to be making 43% profit margin. And like I said, I don't want to get too much into numbers, things like that. But normally 20 to 40% range is pretty good. So let's say you want a lower percentage. Why would you want a little bit lower percentage? Maybe you don't want to charge too much because the client or the prospect might say, $1,200, that's too much for our building. We have a small building, that's too much. So maybe you want to not do 43%, you want to do 30%. That's where you go to the hourly charge rate to customer and you start changing this, right? So remember, this is 43%. So let's do 28, right? And this is going to change. See that? The profit margin changes 24%, but now you're only making $226 once you pay your worker. So let's go up to change that to 30. Let's try to go to 30, about 30%. So that's almost 30%. You'll be making $291, right? Let's change this to 31. Your percentage right here is 32%, and you'll be making $324. And so the person of the Clean Biz Network who showed me this, his name is AJ Simmons, and he said, okay, you're making $324. Go and get 3 more of these buildings. These are smaller size buildings. You get about 3 more of these, guess what? And you put people in them. Once you start growing, you're making $1,000 right there. $1,000 without even touching it for 3 smaller size buildings, right? So let's just keep it at this 32%. Then it's going to give you some more information right here. Projected annual gross revenue. So it's saying you'll be making $12,000 for your business, right? Then the net profit, so that's the money you'll have left over after you pay your staff, after supplies, things like that. Every year you'll be making $3,892.20 a year without even touching it, right? But like I said, if you're just beginning, if you want to get in and clean it, I do recommend that, right, as well. But always base your prices off somebody eventually will be cleaning that, and the only thing you will be doing is inspecting it. Okay. So this is what you will send to the prospect. You'll put your email right here, right? And I probably just saw my email. Hey, send me an email if you want. But you put your email right there. Once you put your email, it'll send you a copy of everything that you put, right? And you'll go into your proposal. Like I said, I have a free proposal or a professional proposal if you're interested in that. In the comment section, you'll put that price on a proposal. You'll thank the prospect for inviting you to their building. Hopefully we can serve you and your staff. And on your proposal, you'll have the price that you just put. And hopefully, they get back to you within a day or two, and hopefully they accept that proposal and agree to it, right? And if you don't hear back from them, always follow up. If you don't hear back in 2 days, follow up on the third day. Hey, just checking in to see if you have any questions on a proposal. So hopefully this video helped you. This is the easiest way to bid on a commercial cleaning office. Again, like I said, it's through the Clean Biz Network, and it's a commercial calculator. You just put in a few things, some information, and it'll pop out a price for you. So with that, again, my name is B Trey. Definitely subscribe. If you are interested in some more information, definitely leave some comments, some likes, all that good stuff. So with that, I'm just gonna say God bless and peace.